Man, I'm not gonna lie. I thought this was the worst thing that ever happened to me in my entire life when this happened. Like, I was depressed. I thought I lost the love of my life. I thought I lost literal happiness. Okay. But what I started realizing is that sometimes we don't know what's best for us. Actually, a lot of times we don't know what's best for us. I can't tell you how many times there was something I thought I wanted, I got that thing, didn't turn out to be all that great. And in the case of this breakup, something I thought I didn't want to have happen, it happened. It ended up being one of the best things that could ever happen to me in my entire life. Like, it was such a pivotal moment in my life. This happened about like 2 years ago. And the person that I am today, I really credit to the fact that that happened. Like I said, I thought I lost the love of my life. What I didn't realize yet is that I was about to find the love of my life. And no, I'm not talking about another person out there. I'm talking about myself. And I don't mean that in an egotistical way, like, I love myself more than other people. Like, no. I mean that you have to learn to love yourself before you can love other people. You are going to be with yourself forever from the day of your birth to the day of your death. Your entire life, that is the only person that is going to 100% sure be there the whole time. That better be the love of your life. Like, you can meet another person and that can be your other love of your life, but you have to also have you be the love of your life. And because I got broken up with, I was able to learn how to make that happen. And again, I thought I lost happiness. No, I was about to find real happiness because that relationship wasn't making me truly happy and fulfilled on a deep level. It made me comfortable. It made me experience pleasure, a temporary pleasure in the moment. But because I was dumped, I was able to start going on a journey of becoming actually truly happy from the inside. Because, like, the affection that she gave me really made me feel better about myself. I didn't love myself, so the love that I was receiving from her, like, made up for that. So in some ways, it was kind of like a bandage. And honestly, that's not fair to her. And don't get me wrong, because I truly loved this person and I treated them extremely well. But at the same time, I wasn't happy without her. And I needed her love and affection to make me feel better. She was really my primary source of comfort and pleasure. Like, I totally lost myself in the comfort of that relationship. I lost my passions, I lost my drives because we broke up. I was able to start, like, thinking about myself, like, hey, what do I actually like doing? What do I want to spend my life doing? I start getting really deep into creative writing. I find out, oh my god, I love writing stories. I love writing poetry. Huge passion of mine. Making videos. I've been wanting to make videos for so long. Why wasn't I making videos while I was in that relationship with her? It's because I was already feeling enough comfort and pleasure just to kind of get me by, and I didn't feel the need to find a passion in life, to find something else in life, because that was my source of comfort. That was my source of pleasure. But these videos, like, if you've watched my videos, you know that this is like one of the deepest things that I want to do in this life. I want to share my story with the world. Everything that's helped me be a happier, more fulfilled person in this life, I want to put it out there. This is so dear to my heart, but I wasn't doing that while I was in that relationship. Because she broke up with me, I started looking inward. I started looking into myself and my own drives and passions. And so quickly, I was like, oh shit, I need to make a YouTube channel. I need to finally do this. I honestly started getting really lazy in that relationship. I stopped working out. I stopped eating so healthy. I just we would just nap, dude. Like, I really just let myself go into total comfort mode and stopped caring about, like, living a truly happy, beautiful experience of life. Another thing is, like, she was really my only friend. We started dating like as soon as I got to college. We dated for like a good year and a half, something like that. And she she was my only friend during that time. And it's because I felt socially satisfied. I felt socially comfortable, and I didn't feel the need to go out and make friends because I received enough social attention with her that I didn't feel the need to go make other friends. But because she broke up with me, I was able to start expanding out and start talking to people. Now I actually have friends. Like, I'm so glad that this happened to me. I thought it was the worst thing ever. I thought I lost happiness. Oh my God. This was me when we were dating. I was like in this little cocoon and boom. What she didn't break up with me, she broke the cocoon. I was no longer trapped in that. And now I was like able to be my free self. And not that she was forcing me to be shrunk in this thing. It was more so that I was putting myself in that. I used the comfort of that relationship to satiate me and just keep me in this little box. But that's not real happiness. That's temporary pleasure. Real happiness is breaking free of that. It was finding myself and realizing what it is that I want to spend my life doing and learning how to actually love myself. If you're unhappy alone, that is not a sign to enter a relationship. It is a sign to start loving yourself. I'm going to say that again. If you are unhappy alone, that is not a sign to get into a relationship. It is a sign to start loving yourself. Because she broke up with me, it gave me the opportunity to start actually loving myself instead of relying on her love and her affection to make me feel better about myself. It was the most healthy thing that ever happened to me because now, like the happiness that I feel now is not being given to me by another person. For the first time in my life, for these past 2 years where I've really been healing from that, for the first time in my life, my happiness is truly from the inside out. It is coming from the core because losing that relationship gave me the opportunity to look inward and do that inner work to actually start healing. But I needed to be alone. I needed to be single for that to happen. Because if I just jumped to another relationship, then I would have started relying on that person to give me comfort. And I wouldn't have had that time to learn how to find that comfort from within. You know, when two people get together, they should already love themselves. They should already be happy and satisfied in life. And now meeting each other, it's like now we're supporting each other. We're a positive support in each other's lives, but we don't need each other. I don't need you to be happy, but I support you. I build you up in your life, and you support me and you build me up in my life. But at the same time, I am grounded in myself. I am happy with myself. Two people that were already happy alone coming together. That is a beautiful relationship. But in my case, I'm not going to speak for her, but I was really not happy by myself. And that's why I was codependent in that relationship. And us breaking up gave me the chance to actually become happy with myself, which is again why I'm so happy that it happened. Like, I thought that this was a horrible thing. At the moment when it happened, I thought this was ruining my life. No, it was saving my life. And another huge thing is I just learned so many lessons about relationships that now I'm going to be able to have for future relationships. I was giving in terms of energy. I was giving a lot more than I was receiving in that relationship. And I was okay with that. I knew that I was giving more than I was receiving, but I was fine with that because I was happy to just be in that relationship. It was worth it for me to give more than I was receiving because I don't want to lose this. I want to make sure I still have this relationship. So I'm going to do what I can to make sure she stays with me. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't love bombing because that's like at the beginning of the relationship to kind of manipulate someone into liking you. No, it was a true, genuine love that I was giving to her throughout the entire relationship. And I just wasn't receiving the energy back. And what I learned is that in a relationship, the love, the energy should be reciprocated. I am worthy of having my love reciprocated. The love that I give to someone should be given back. That's just a standard. That's just a base standard, you know? Like that's just the bare minimum. So now I learned for future relationships, I have a boundary. I have a standard. If I don't feel like that love is being reciprocated back to me, it's not worth it for me to be in that relationship. Because when I was in that relationship with her, all that energy that I was giving to her, being single, I was able to start giving it to myself. And that allowed me to discover so much about myself and really start pouring my energy into my passions in life, pour my energy into my growth as a human being, into that inner work. And now for future relationships, I'm not going to be in an energy deficit. The energy that I'm giving is going to be filled back up. It's reciprocated. So I'm not losing shit. And because I'm happy all by myself, single, I'm not going to get into a relationship with someone just because I need comfort. See, that's the dangerous thing. When I wasn't happy all by myself, I was willing to date someone just to get the comfort from them, even if they weren't a good match for me, even if we didn't see eye to eye on things, even if we didn't have the same values. I didn't have that many standards because I just wanted to have a relationship. I wanted to feel loved. But having this time alone, single, helped me learn to actually love myself. So now, when I'm in the dating field talking to somebody, if that person doesn't match up, if that person doesn't align with me well, if they don't have the qualities that I'm looking for, I'm not going to get in a relationship with them because I don't need them. I'm already good. I already feel good. Whereas before, I needed them. I did not feel good. I felt a void. So even if they didn't have those qualities that I really wanted in a person, I would still get with them anyways because they filled a void for me. The last thing I just want to say is like, look, I know if you just happen to get broken up with right now, trust me, I know it feels like the worst thing that could ever happen ever. But I promise you, a lot of times in this life, we do not know what is best for us. I was totally blinded in that moment because my happiness really relied on her. But it took some time for me to realize this was actually the best thing that could ever happen to me. So I just think it's so important to accept what is. We don't always know what may happen to us, maybe a good thing, maybe a bad thing. We don't really necessarily know. So the best thing to do, I think, is to just accept what is, accept what happens. And now we start going on an inner journey of growth. And that inner journey of growth is how I learned all the stuff that I talked about in this video and all the stuff that I talk about on this channel. And honestly, probably the worst things that have ever happened to me in my life are the things that I am the most grateful for happening in my life. Isn't that crazy? The things in the moment that I thought were the worst possible things ever, now I am the most grateful for because they helped me grow as a person tremendously. This was an extremely pivotal moment of growth in my life. I'm so happy it happened. And thank you so much for supporting me in this channel and for giving me the ears to talk about this today and for being present with me and just having this vibe together. I love you. If you want to support me, please comment, please subscribe, please like. It helps boost my channel. Thank you so much for watching again, and have a wonderful day. Peace.